my spicy Twizzlers, okay? If you are not a spicy Twizzler, well, my name is Loyal, and I would appreciate for you to become a spicy Twizzler. Just subscribe, share, like, comment, and all those beautiful things. Okay, today, reaction day, okay? And this is a great lineup. So I hope you have your ears open, your frequency is high, and always question everything. This is for entertainment, educational, and informational purposes only. Sit back and relax. Let's get spicy.
Bought from Shein because allegedly they may be potentially tracking you. This young lady was out minding her own business when she felt something hard in the back of her overalls. She reached for it and it started beeping and making a noise, y'all.
I'm so scared right now. So mad at my business right now. Y'all hear that? What the fuck is that?
She continues to show you guys that the overalls are indeed from Shein, and she goes at it with a knife. That's how deep the tracker is, you guys. So after she makes an assertion to retrieve whatever this is, y'all, like she really has to fight with it, y'all. Like they're putting it under layers and layers. Y'all see that? Look. And indeed she finds this.
What the fuck is this? What? I'm gonna have an anxiety attack, bro. What the fuck? What is this?
And the young lady goes home and does her research and finds this out, that this is indeed a tracker. One amongst many, y'all. You guys need to all check your Shein product because it's too good to be true, right? It's fast fashion. It's supposed to be high fashion for cheap. But what if you're the product of this fast fashion, specifically, you know, the woman, the melanated woman, because they're the ones that go missing the most. And the fact of the matter is, how can a company care about you if their business model is based off of hazardous chemicals and environmental destruction? And just in time for Black Friday, right? Y'all see what's going on here? So ladies, y'all need to be careful. But shout out to that young lady for having the awareness to make this very important video and passing it on. Now y'all repost this video. Let's continue to get this shift.
Oh, more and more each day, darling. I be feeling violated. Ladies, pay attention. It's like going to the bar, turning your head for a second, and then your drink is... Pay attention to everything. Oh, my. Next.
Hurt somebody's feelings, but we got a witch running for president. That woman is the worst kind of sleaze you can ever think of. I was in California when it was going down. And I used to represent 40 years ago a whole chunk of pimps and hoes in Memphis. And I know a hoe when I see one. And when I see a hoe, I know she got a pimp. And I want to find out who the pimps are that we getting tricked out on the benefit of. Who are the pimps that this woman is working for? And I see some decent ladies out there. I've met a few of you. And I resent the fact that you got a hoe that's being your face. You see, tomorrow is yesterday today. So today was yesterday and it'll be tomorrow. That's why we have to understand today. What the hell did you just say? How you gonna fake off about being a Negro? I met a daddy. Sat next to the man for 2.5 hours at the Governor General's table down in Jamaica. My ex-wife asked him what he was. He said he was Irish and he was Hindu. She said, you don't have anybody black in your family? He said, no. I'm on her.
Is Mr. Joe Brown, is he bugging? I mean, do with this what you will, darling. I mean, hey, next.
Because cutting our health care, taking away our freedom to control our bodies, the freedom to become a mother through IVF like I did, those...
I was just this age today, darling, to know what IVT or IVF. I mean, look at the thing up there. Like, look, Read it. Pause it. Tell me what you feel about it. This is for educational, informational, entertainment purposes only, darling. Don't get spicy with me, but you can get spicy. All right? Leave the comments down below. Let me know what you think, because that one. Hey. Next.
Now admitting social distancing wasn't based on science. Fauci telling a House committee this week the idea, standing 6 feet apart, quote, just sort of appeared. The shocking admission comes nearly 4 years after...
Now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is.
Were we told a fib? You tell me, because I really don't have too much to say. Next.
That is rigged. Talking about the Hunt family, knee deep in the assassination of JFK, that the NFL is gay. Have I said this in a tweet like August 2020? All of a sudden, they want to award me a special presentation. Just like how Franco Harris did a special interview before he was killed. This is how they get you, you former football players. They get you to show up at interviews. They get you to show up at presentations. And if you don't understand the numerology of anything, this is how they can get you and trap you. I would have gone and wouldn't know. And they could have easily put me in a predicament. I could have been at the bar. I could have been drinking. They could have came to my hotel. Any situation that would have fit my natural foolishness, which means either been drinking or been in a fight with a woman. That would be the only thing they would catch me with, and they would tell you this is how I felt. He died from alcohol poisoning, or he died fighting. And people would have believed it. If I went to that show and y'all would have heard that I got killed, and you would have told you I died by alcohol poisoning or something like that, most of you would have believed it, because you know that's usually what I've been in trouble for. This is how they get you. It's kind of comical, because once you understand numerology and gematria and they use the same numbers over and over and over again, it becomes pattern recognition. Okay? I've seen a lot of football players die, and it be because of numerology. I've seen a lot of celebrities die, and it be because of numerology. And it's always when they're by themselves, they're found dead in a hotel, or some craziness that they attach it to. And no one can know what's the real truth, because they're really that slick with it if you don't have your eyes open. So it's funny to me that these people do not like me. They do not like me around when I was there. When I was in the world, they didn't want me around. So all of a sudden, they're going to give me a presentation after me saying football been rigged, after me saying their family did everything they did. All this time I've been talking that smoke, and they want to invite me into an award show to give me a special award for something.
Oh my. I mean, guys, gentlemen, males, please, and ladies that are into sports and things like that, don't get spicy with me. That's what the ex-NFL player, I think his name is Larry Johnson. That's what he said. I mean, what can we trust in these days? What can we believe? Do your own research. Yes, indeed, do your own research. However, entertainment purposes only. Let's get spicy. Next.
A full-on meltdown right now. Why? Well, this is how they're describing it. Trump officially gives RFK Jr. chance to destroy country's health. Donald Trump has formally offered brain worm-infested vaccine truther Robert F. Kennedy Jr. a role in his cabinet. Come on. But in all seriousness, and I hate to break it to people like this, but the country's health has already been destroyed. Obesity rates out of control. Diabetes skyrocketing. Chronic disease up from 7.5% in the 1930s and 40s to now 60%. Here's how I know the media doesn't actually care about our health. Because immediately after the news broke that RFK Jr. was going to be nominated to be the head of Health and Human Services, big pharma stocks, boom, drop off a cliff. Moderna, Pfizer, GSK. And remember, these are for-profit corporations who only make money if there are sick people. Fewer sick people, less money. And the market had been predicting a nice increase of chronic disease that would continue on for another decade. And this is what RFK Jr. has been brought in to do. This is what Trump tweeted out. He said that the safe and health of all Americans is the most important role of any administration, and HHS will play a big role in helping ensure that everybody will be protected from harmful chemicals, pollutants, pesticides, pharmaceutical products, and food additives that have contributed to the overwhelming health crisis of this country. That doesn't sound bad. I wonder why mainstream media would be freaking out about this. Oh yeah, because of this.
Good Morning America is brought to you by Pfizer. Anderson Cooper 360. Brought to you by Pfizer. ABC News Nightline. Brought to you by Pfizer. Making a difference. Brought to you by Pfizer. CNN Tonight. Brought to you by Pfizer. Early Start. Brought to you by Pfizer. Friday night on Aaron Burnett Out Front. Brought to you by Pfizer. And now a CBS Sports Update brought to you by Pfizer. Today's countdown to the royal wedding is brought to you by Pfizer. This Week with George Stephanopoulos is brought to you by Pfizer.
I can say my spicy Twizzlers is wowzers. Because, like, just like my dude just said, shout out to you. I mean, we've already been destroyed. The health industry is out of control. If you have not opened your eyes and seen what is happening with our foods, we can barely eat fruit. We can barely eat vegetables. We can't grow our own crops half the time without a fine. Okay? The government's on your A's. Can't eat red meat, pork. I don't eat red meat and all that, but you can't eat red meat, chicken. You can't barely eat anything. And then now, because JFK Jr. has been nominated to be, or is going to be with the health social worker, I mean, the head of it, I mean, what's the problem? I mean, my opinion, I think he might be able to do some things. Have you been listening to this man? If you have not, I suggest that you should. Entertainment purposes only. Let's continue. Let's get spicy. Next.
In 1903, John D. Rockefeller donated $129 million to create the General Education Fund, which is basically our modern-day education system. And he was one of the most influential people at that time, that basically whatever he said goes. And one of his most famous quotes was, "We don't want a nation of thinkers, we want a nation of workers." The traditional education system was created to hold you down, to hold you back, to keep you docile, and to prevent you from thinking. They want to keep you good little puppets. And it's not until you fully understand that you can break free from that. And once you break free from that, a whole new world is opened up to you. And my friend, the sky is the limit. So don't be hard on your kids when they're having a hard time in school. It's not them, it's the system. Encourage them to read books and to study history. Because if you don't know our history, you'll believe anything they want to teach us in the future.
As I've been trying to tell my spicy Twizzlers and others, see, certain things you can't talk to, or not can't, you shouldn't talk to others about, because you probably get shot down, things like that. Do your own research. These families run the show. They run this corporation, and this corporation is the company, and the company is the government, United States of America. Okay, I said it. Look it up. This Rockefeller guy, okay, he been doing it for years, many years. The educational, just do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only, informational and educational. That's all I'm saying. Because if you do your research, you will see that they don't want us to think. They want us to work, and that's what we're doing. It's like a cycle. You go to work, you give them money back, it's still the same. You might go up in money funds and stuff like that, but they still, if you go up in funds, trust and believe that they're going up in funds. That's all I'm saying. It's never a time that they're not going to get a piece of your bread. Never a time. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking. I'm being spicy because that's what I do. Okay? Next. Well, my spicy Twizzlers, we have come to the end of this reaction video. Let me know what you feel, what you believe in anything, any of these videos that I showed today. Leave a comment. I will respond, okay? Get a little spicy if you want to. Just don't be disrespectful. Girl, guys, I'm tripping up on my words. Okay. So, yeah, let me know what you feel about it. And I guess I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, next time, okay? And from now on, bring peace to yourself. Positivity, patience, and kindness. Be graceful to yourself. Be respectful to yourself. And do the same for others that are worthy, okay? Raising your frequency. And just spicy.